Wow, Eagles, excellent work. Excellent job. I looked over your assignment so far. Hey, you guys are doing awesome. You're doing awesome. The writing is fantastic. Fantastic. Okay? You're doing a great job. A lot of details, efficient. Remember, this question that I'm giving you again for the next few days is AP Gov question. You'll have 15 minutes. Okay? So you take a few minutes to read it and get your thoughts together. So it's pretty quick. It's pretty quick. You're going to have to do this, but you guys are really doing a good job. Good start. Also, good graphs. I like the graphs, like the information. Well done on that. Also today, just for to let you know, on the graphs, when you take the AP exam, you're not going to draw the graphs for a grade, okay? But this is important. We still need to know the graphs, okay? I'm going to work on some of that today. We've done a lot of that with the multiple choice. They're going to ask you, what happened to price level after aggregate demand increased? What happened to price level, or what happened to output after aggregate demand decreased? What happened to unemployment if aggregate supply decreased? Okay? Those, I think, are going to be the type of questions you're going to get. You'll get the state of the economy. You have to predict the shift, and then you'll have to see what happens. That's why it's important we still learn the graphs. Okay? You're going to draw the graphs on your notes on the side while you're taking the test, and then you'll see the answers. They'll be there. So just because they're not requiring you to draw the graph and label it correctly, you still need to know the graphs, because they're going to ask for the state of the economy, they're going to ask for the shift and all that. Okay? All right, let me look at... Here we go. All right, guys. What are you going to be doing now? The next assignment. Well, the next assignment, I'm posting it tonight, Wednesday night. You'll have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 9 o'clock is the deadline. Again, 9 o'clock at night is the deadline. Now, first part, the government. What I did, I went to Khan Academy, our buddy, okay? Went through Article 1. There's a video on Article 1. You break that down. I have little questions, things you need to do. I'll have the minute mark, from the 5-minute mark to the 2-minute mark. Write 3 bullet points, 3 notes, something important details, okay, or facts, important information on those bullet points. All right, when you do these bullet points, I need important details, important information. So what I'm doing on this assignment for government, you're going to watch Khan, and you're going to break it down. You go to the minute mark, I tell you, in between them, break it down. There's like 2 to 3 bullet points. You write it down. I need it organized and efficient. I need to be able to see it, okay? Then you're going to have another practice FRQ. Same style. Same style. You did a great job going through the notes that Miss I did. She did a fantastic job. Well done. Okay? But you guys did a good job of summarizing that. Use that. You guys hear that bird? That is it Kevin? Kevin from Up. Sound like Kevin? Okay. Back. Here we go. Now, anyways, we're going to break it down. You're going to summarize that video. And then you go back. You got the FRQ. It's a FRQ on basically Congress. So we're tying it in now. We're tying it in. The Khan notes are about the legislative branch on Congress. The FRQ, same as number 1, which we did the other day, but it's also going to be about legislator, Article 1, Congress, federalism, that type of stuff. The stuff you're taking notes on with Khan is going to help you write the FRQ practice. They're going to talk about federalism. He's going to talk about interstate commerce clause, those type of things, Congress powers, House and Senate. You can use that information that you go through, watch the video, take the notes first, then answer the question. All right, guys, now on the econ side, 3 videos are going to be up. Actually, 4 with mine, okay? We're going to have a lot of videos up there, so make sure you follow directions and follow which one you got to do. The first one is video 5.1. It's fiscal and monetary policy. It is the AP Live version, College Board. I told you, they do a great job. There's 2 teachers. They do a great job of breaking it down. So I thought it was important enough that you go through this. If you go through it and take your time and answer the questions and take notes and do the graphs, it's going to help you tremendously. Okay? Make sure you take the time to go through this. Now, you're going to have, again, I'll put like number 1, 7:45 minute mark to the 8:25 minute mark. You got an A, draw a graph that's there. B, 1 bullet point note. C, 1 bullet point note. So you jot that down and follow along with the teacher. Okay? So then you jump to the other econ video, 5.2, the Phillips curve. We talked about that the other day. You're going to break it down again. They break it down. You don't start at, make sure you see where you start. You start at the 12:16 mark, and you go to the 13:52 for number 1. Same thing. Give me a bullet, 3 bullets on that. And you draw, and you'll see it's self-explanatory. I have it written out step by step. You guys have been submitting outstanding work. Some of you are really good at breaking this stuff down, really efficient. It's really easy to read. Okay? Keep that up and follow along what I have here for you on this next assignment. Then we have another video which you're going to do like a practice problem with the Phillips curve. Okay? And you'll go through it. You'll work the problem out with the teacher. Okay? Maybe try it on your own, but work it. I want to see you drawing the graph, the explanations, all that stuff. Okay? So you're going to work on fiscal, monetary policy, Phillips curve with the AP YouTube live crew. 2 live crew? Okay. That's an old group back in the day. Out of South Florida. Anyways. Now, the other thing you're going to do, one more thing, we've been doing notes. I'm going to do a quick thing of notes just so you have a little more refresher on the econ. Won't be that long. You make sure you write this out, okay? And then you'll do the worksheet that I have for you, and we'll be all set.
All right.
All right, guys, I want you to draw aggregate demand, aggregate supply, full employment. Okay, we have price level, real GDP, this is aggregate demand, okay, aggregate supply. The short run, remember it's a short run, then we draw the long run. Now, this is full employment, okay, current price level. So the current price level, current output is the expected output. That's what we expect to be. Remember, this is full employment. We want to be on this line. Okay, we talked about that before. This is, again, your frictional and structural. Now, here's what's going to happen. When you take this test, they're not going to have you. Back in the day, they would have you draw it out, and you would get points for that. Now you're going to have to draw it out on your notes on the side, because they're going to give you the state of the economy. They're going to say the current state of the economy is full employment or long run equilibrium. That's full employment. So you would draw this out on the side. That's the state of the economy. Now they're going to ask you a question. Let's say for whatever reason, there's an increase in consumer spending. Okay, so draw this out. If there's an increase in consumer spending, okay, on your graph, the good thing is you don't have to label everything now, but I'm just doing it. Okay, now we have a new current equilibrium. Okay, see that? Now, price level is going up. Now, what they're going to probably ask on the test, now we're waiting to see examples and stuff as we get going, but I'm more than certain that they're going to say, okay, after that happened, they might ask you, what happened to aggregate demand? Okay, or aggregate supply, what moved? And you would say, aggregate demand increased because of an increase in consumer spending or whatever the scenario. Then they might say, what happened to the price level? Okay, what happened to price level if there was an increase in consumer spending? Well, we know that it increased. Okay, based on that shift, what happened to unemployment? Okay, well, let's look. If this is approximately 5%, let's say this went to 2%. So unemployment went down. Okay, and number 3, you're looking at price level. We looked at unemployment, and now we look at GDP, also known as output, also known as production. So they could say, if there's an increase in consumer spending, what happens to output? Okay, they might not say, based on what happened here with the aggregate demand, just say, they might say, if there's an increase in consumer spending, what happens to output in the economy? Well, we know, let's say this was 10 trillion. Now, output's going up this way, so let's say it's 12 trillion. Output, production, GDP increased. Okay? I'm going to go over this stuff over and over and over and over again, guys, because this is a lot what happens here. You're going to have to know the state of the economy, where the current output is, current equilibrium. Then there's going to be a scenario, and then you're going to have to shift aggregate demand or aggregate supply. Most of the time it'll be here. And then based off that shift, what happens to the prices, overall prices, inflation, okay? What happens to output, production, or GDP, and what happens to unemployment, okay? This is big time right here. And we can connect it with many different things. You can take fiscal policy, if they lower taxes, and this happens and that happens. If they buy bonds, then this happens and this happens, and it all goes back to this, okay? So you had a quick version of notes here, right here today. Hopefully you'll be ready to go. You'll get this stuff done. I hope you guys have a great weekend, a great holiday. No school Friday. You can stay home. And we will see you. I'll give you the assignment on late Sunday night. Monday morning, you'll be ready to go. Again, guys, I know it's a tough situation. Many of you are doing a fantastic job, a great job. Actually, all of you are. I've seen a lot of great work. Keep up the positive attitude. Got a lot of good positive emails from you guys. A lot of good reminds. Keep it up. Hang in there. Knock this out. Get it done. See ya.